speak to people for a living, but they're like 16-year-old kids.
Ready? Hey, excuse me, everybody. Hey, can I have your attention real quick? Very, very, very quick. I'm Mark Conway. I'm Max for Mayor's father. It's my office. Thank you all for coming. Well, there's a good thing we have a meteorologist on our staff, Allie Gallo. She promised us good weather, and this is a great way. The spring, first day of spring, it's a great way to kick off the campaign for these three great candidates for Dunmore. I'm going to introduce them, and I just want them to each say hello. They can all thank you all for coming and taking an hour or two out of your busy days to show support for them. It's so important, I think, for all of us to be in Dunmore. I think one of Max's ads says we're at a crossroads now, and I think we really are. I think we all want clean air, clean water, our kids to have good educations, live in a healthy environment with young ideas, and these three, I think, represent all of those things, and they want to make very, very positive changes, and not so much throw out the old, but improve from the old. I'm looking at Timmy Burke. He's going to think I'm talking about him, but I'm not. Timmy, for the last 4 years, man, talk about a guy with character. He stood up. Yeah. I've known Timmy from his council days and even before. When he says something, he means it. He doesn't back down. He doesn't get a phone call from someone important and change his mind. He stands up. And man, when he appealed that one vote, I didn't even know you could do that as mayor. And I was the solicitor for Dunmore for a couple of years. So, but no, I think, and I'm proud to say, I think my son Max is going to follow in his footsteps. And I know Tim's behind Max 100%, and we're with Tim 100%. So I'm going to introduce Max, and then we also have two great candidates for council. And I think for all of you people voting in Dunmore, it's so important to tell all of your friends and all of your family to get out on May 18th and vote for this slate of candidates so that you can see change. I don't know about the landfill. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but you need candidates that will at least control it, so it doesn't control us. And I think these three candidates are really the ones that are going to spearhead that, with some of the ones that are already on council, like Janet and Beth and some others. So they told me to keep it short and sweet. So without further ado, I'll introduce my son Max.
Hi everybody. I just wanted to say thank you all for coming. This turnout's awesome. Was not expecting this many people here. So again, just thank you all for coming, and I also want to thank my Aunt Susan, my Aunt Kelly, my Aunt Sharon, Mandy Boynowski, everybody who's done a great job promoting this and getting us all here on a great day. So big thanks to them. And I just wanted to, what really got me involved was the whole landfill thing, and we could talk ad nauseum about, how just terrible it is that it could potentially get expanded for 40 more years. We could talk till we're blue in the face. But I was talking to a teacher over at one of the colleges the other day. She called me, and she said 10 to 15 years ago she had approached the previous administration in Dunmore and said, we really want to get our students more involved in the Dunmore community. And the response she got back was, well, what are you going to do for us? Can we get gym memberships? Like, just things like that are so backwards thinking, and I think we just need new ideas and fresh ideas in Dunmore. And I think that's what my plan is, and I know these two as well. So I hope you guys will support me and support Tripp and Katherine as well. And if you're not, Election Day is Wednesday, May 19th. Yeah, I just want to say thank you all for coming, and I appreciate all your support. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not a public speaker, so I'm just going to tell you that. Thank you for everyone for coming. I want to thank Max and Tripp for including me in this, and Mark Mark, and all the family members, Kelly, Mandy, Sharon, Lorraine. Everyone's been wonderful and really helpful. I'm not a politician, and I'm not really good with this stuff, so I appreciate all the help. And I think it's exciting if the three of us get in. I think we can really do a lot of wonderful things. And when I heard Max was running, I think that was really what pushed me to jump in, because I think that if you have council and the mayor working together, that's how we're going to get stuff done. And I'm excited for all the great ideas and what the future, what Dunmore's future could be if we have good people working for the benefit of the whole borough and not just one individual person. So, thank you again.
Hello everybody, I'm Triple O'Malley, and I want to say thank you to the Conway family for hosting this event. It's unbelievable. The support has been unbelievable. But my dad's right over there, and my dad worked on the railroad in New Jersey for 35 years, and every morning he got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drove to New Jersey, put in a full day of work, and came back home to Dunmore. And many years ago, I asked my dad, I said, how come you didn't move us out to New Jersey? And he said, well, would you want to live in New Jersey? Why wouldn't you want to live here? And I really appreciated that, because that's what Dunmore is. It's the greatest town in America, and I truly believe that, and I tell my students that very often in the classroom, that we live in the best little town in America. And when I met my wife Laura, and we decided that we were going to get serious and that marriage was going to be a possibility, I said to her, listen, if we're going to do this, you got to promise me one thing. And she said, well, what's that? I said that especially if we're going to have kids, we have to live in Dunmore. And she agreed to that, and now we have 3 little boys, Will, Rory, and Miles, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for them because I want them to live in the same great little town that I had the opportunity to grow up in, with the best people, and I just love everything there is about Dunmore. I teach at Dunmore High School, and this is it. This is the place. And 2 years ago, I went to the big council meeting about the landfill, and we had council members who didn't even ask one question. They sat there, and the only word that they uttered the entire time was their vote in favor of a 42-year plus expansion. And I walked out with Dan Callahan and his wife Molly, and I said, you know what? In 2 years, I'm going to run for council, because enough is enough. To just sit there and not even question the situation, it's just unbelievable to me. And you're going to have in me and in Katherine and in Max hardworking people who love this town, are going to go to bat for the 14,000 people who live here, instead of the special interests who've had too much control for too long. Enough is enough. It's been going on for too long, and that's the end of the line for them. And we're going to start working for the 14,000. And I say thank you to all of you who showed up today, and we're going to work for you from day one. Thank you.
And just we have one more candidate that wanted to say hi. It's Andy Genovese, running for controller. Very important that you vote for him. He's running against Michael Hayes, who was a former councilman who flipped his vote 2 years ago. So Andy just wants to say hello.
They always save the young guy for the last, but what could I tell you? We're here for these candidates. You don't realize how important electing these candidates, Max, Tripp, Katherine, is going to change this town and keep it going forward. We're at a critical point. Realize what could happen. Somebody's going to have control of something for the next 42 to 50 years. That's my lifetime, my children's lifetime, my granddaughter's lifetime. It just doesn't make sense. But the thing is we've gotten away from what an elected person's supposed to be doing, and that's to take care of the town, not everything else. And these are the guys I don't mean guys, you can't say guys, but these are our candidates that are going to do it. And I'm happy to be associated with them and push for them. What we need you to do is talk to everybody you can and say, look, I need a favor. And they may tell you no, but just say, look, give me a chance. Look what they can offer. Look what we've gone through. And we're at a point where all our elected officials, not all of them, we have met Janet, Timmy, I've been with Timmy, I'm finishing my 16th year, and he's the guy that turned this town around in the last couple of years. And then unfortunately we had a couple other guys got in there, and they went the other way. But signs don't vote, so ask the people anyhow for their vote, and just ask them for the favor, and I think we're going to be successful. So let's go. Get up, let's get them in there. Thank you. Thank you. That's what we need to do. Thank you guys. People,